Vision. Doomed. They call me Doomhead. Now I don't call myself Doomhead, mind you, but they do. Who's they?
Rapture, and all the things that I saw pertaining to it. About the rapture. Praise the Lord. Back in 1986, the Lord showed me many things. That was the year that the Lord showed me the future, the end of the world, the great destruction that's coming to earth, the destruction of America, and the new world to come after the great darkness. During the same time, the Lord sent a messenger to me after the demon came to me and the giant angel. And the messenger opened a door right in my living room. And I could see through the door and see sky, grass, clouds. I could see a whole world through this door that this being opened in my front room as I was trying to eat dinner. Well, during this same time, so I went to the future, and every time I went to the future, I was outside playing, walking to the bus stop, or doing my own thing. When I went above to the other worlds, I went to 4 different worlds. That's when the man opened the door in my living room, and I stepped through the door, and I went to 4 different worlds that exist right now, right above our heads. Okay. I gotta say, these experiences changed my life forever. But during this time, I had a series of visions. See, I separate these things because I want y'all to know the difference. When I went to the future, I was walking to the bus stop. Okay, the first time I went. When I went to the worlds above, I was eating dinner in the living room, watching TV, trying to hurry up and finish so I can go outside and finish playing with my friends. I was 14 years old. So that's how those things happen. Then the visions happen. This is when I was shown things. Excuse me. So it was a series of different things. I went to the future. A dude opened a portal in my living room, and I went through that door. Then I had a series of visions as well. And I also had a series of dreams that was strange. So that was really telling about things. So this whole time period was supernatural. Okay. One time I had a vision. Okay. And these visions was kind of weird. I'm just going to jump into it. Okay. Praise the Lord. Almighty in heaven created all things. I popped up in a downtown area. And it was like I was trying to catch the bus home or something. But I said, no, I'm going to walk. So I started walking, just walking down the street, cutting through different areas, walking through different neighborhoods. And I noticed this one big street, this big broad street. Each side of the street was these houses and different apartment buildings. But every one of these structures had giant windows where you can look right through and see whatever's going on in the house. As I'm walking down this street, I look over, and every window is huge, and you can look right into these houses. And inside every house, it was some type of demonic crime being committed, some type of sin against God. One room, I looked at one house, it was a man beating his wife. Another house, it was a man abusing the children. Another house, it was a group of people playing cards and drinking, alcohol, and was cursing each other out. Another house, it was some type of sexual perversion going on. I'm just going to put it like that. Another house, it was a woman smacking her husband and just cursing him out. Every household has something crazy going on, and when you look right through the window, as I walk down the street, you just look over and you can see it. And it's on both sides of the street. And I started noticing, I'm like, dang, people evil. Now the sun was going down, so the sky was like oranges, gold looking. You know how when the sun go down, the sky turn colors and stuff. It was getting reddish looking or something, right? All praises to the Most High Yahweh. And then I noticed the street starting to kind of bend in a little bit. As it got darker and the sun was going down, as it got dusk, I noticed the street got tighter. It wasn't such a broad street no more. I'm walking and stuff. Then all of a sudden, as right before it gets dark, all the people in their homes turn into dogs. Different types of dogs. And I noticed that the people that was playing cards, drinking alcohol, and cursing each other out turned into a bunch of dogs in clothes. And they was talking, cursing each other out, just cutthroats. Then a man abusing his daughter, raping his daughter, turned into dogs. The people that was fighting and arguing in their houses, like couples arguing and stuff, turned into dogs. Everybody turned into dogs. And I'm like, what? So I'm walking, I'm getting scared. It's getting dark. I get ready to cut through this alley. And right by looking in the alley, it was pitch dark and a bunch of eyes looking at me like I'm in a cartoon or something. I'm like, what? But it was real and it was scary looking. See, a lot of them old cartoons they used to play, if that stuff was real, it'd be terrifying. Just like Sesame Street, all the monsters and big hairy monsters with horns coming out their head. If that was real, you would be scared to death. See, a lot of these places, man, is demonic for real. Cartoons and everything. But back to the story. I seen eyes and scary creatures in the alley. So I turned from there and I'm like, I'm finna get me a cab. I'm finna take me a taxi home. Wasn't no Ubers and stuff back then. This is 1986. So I said, I'm gonna call me a cab. As soon as I thought that, a cab pulls up next to me. So I just hops in. And I'm looking around, the sky turning red, it's looking crazy outside, and all this weird stuff happened to me. I ain't tripping off the taxi. I just jumped in. I ain't realized that, that there wasn't no driver in this taxi. So I get to my destination right now, and I get ready to tip the taxi driver and say bye to the taxi driver or whatever. And I look up and I notice the seats is weird. Like, I'm like, hold up. This really ain't got seats like that. Like the seats were straight. And I looked to the front, it was no driver. The thing drove itself. The taxi had no driver. So I get out the taxi and I look at the taxi and it's shaped like a pyramid with the top chopped off. I don't know why everything be looking like that, y'all. But it's shaped funny like and stuff. And it freaked me out that this thing drove itself. Then I gets out and I turn and I notice the sky is really bright red. And I turn and look like over the trees and stuff. Cause remember, I just got dropped off my destination. I get out the taxi, notice ain't nobody driving. I look around, it's like so red outside, like a bright red. And I'm like freaking out, like what's going on? Like, and instantly I could see real far across the skyline of the city, seemed like. I started seeing these yellowish white lights, like beams of light, shoot from the ground to the sky. I'm like, what the hell is that? And I zoomed, like I wear glasses, y'all. And I zoomed in, like my eyes zoomed in. I ain't need no glasses. The Lord showed me. And those was people. Those was people shooting up into the sky. That was their souls or something. But I ain't gonna lie, it seemed like it was their whole body, not just their soul. Their whole body was shooting up into the sky, into the clouds. It was something behind the clouds, up in the clouds, hiding in the clouds. And these people's bodies was just like their whole body turned into light and they just shot into the sky, into the clouds and stuff. But and the Lord let me know it was the end of the world. That's what I saw. That's all I saw that time. I'm telling y'all this because I was requested to talk about this by a friend. And I never talk about this because I don't know the answers. All I know is what I saw. You know, so I just tell people what I saw. Maybe that'll help somebody and y'all can figure this out. Because a lot of y'all internet people, man, call. Y'all be figuring stuff out that I don't even know. And the stuff happened to me. So it's because it's great, though, because y'all got a good view from the outside looking in. And I know that. And that's super awesome. So I'm going to lay this out here and y'all can check this little video out on these things. But that's all I saw about that. Now, I'm not sure that was the rapture or what, but I know hiding in them clouds was a gigantic UFO. And it wasn't no man-made UFO. It wasn't one that was like, because our governments and stuff got UFOs. I mean, UFO-looking crafts, okay? But there are some real ones that's here, that's not of this world. And when you see these, they change shape and everything else. And then you got the long, skinny, long ones, look like hot dogs or something, super, super long and gigantic. And this thing that travel across the whatever to get here. But I'm just going to leave it right there for y'all, okay? I ain't finna add to the story or nothing. I'm just going to leave that right there, okay? Because I just like to tell what I saw, and that's it, and not really add to it, so that the people can get a raw a raw outlook on the story. All praises to the Most High Yahweh, creator of all things. Hallelujah. Halawa Yah. I want y'all to know, to all my people out there that be trying to say the name of God. In ancient Hebrew, if you study the alphabet, they had no U. It was no U sound, no ooh, none of that. If it came out like that, it's because the other syllables, when you put them together, made a slight sound like that. But it was no U sound and no U letter in the ancient Hebrew alphabet. Okay? So the Lord's name cannot be Yahusha. Okay? That's a straight up lie. Ain't no Yahusha or Yahuwah. Ooh. Ain't no ooh, you, none of that in ancient Hebrew. It just don't exist. Okay? A lot of people are, ain't nobody telling me what to do. I say what I want to say. And all this type of stuff. Man, I'm just telling y'all the truth. Okay? You ain't got to listen to me. You don't have to believe me. I believe that the Lord know that you're talking about him when you call these different things, because he know people don't know no better. But if you want the actual pronunciation, it's Yahweh. And Christ's name is Yahweh Shai. Okay? They had the I syllable. Ain't no you and all that is an I sound. And they, But there is no you. Okay? So say the alphabets. A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ha, Ta, La, Ma, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Ta. I think that's all of them. I probably messed up, but that's the alphabet, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za. See, America stole that language and made all the syllables hard. Instead of A, they say A. Instead of Ba, they say B. All hard, evil letters. America changed those too. America changed the sound of them. It stole the language, the alphabet and everything, stole that from the ancient Hebrew, Paleo-Hebrew, which is a form of Aramaic. They stole that when they stole the people of Israel. The blacks in America, those people, us, we were stolen from our land. You understand? We was hunted down. The Pope put out a decree to hunt us down. Sent the Arabs and the Africans after us. Yep, hunted us down. That's why they went for certain people. It wasn't just black people. They was looking for Israelites. Because the Israelites had the great knowledge and the sacred knowledge of God. And the rest of the world didn't. You know, it's the deep story, man. It's deep. I'm going to leave that alone right there. That's going into history. I like talking about just stuff that happened to me. So I don't make no waves. I don't want no waves out here this time. But one last thing I want to say to all everybody. I want to say bless y'all, man. It's hard out here. Things finna get real bad. And many people about to die. I'm talking about in the billions, all at once. One storm gonna wipe out 100,000 people. I'm telling you, watch these storms and stuff. It's gonna get so bad. Y'all gonna change y'all lifestyle of how you do things. Watch, y'all gonna plan y'all lives around these storms. That's how bad these storms gonna get. I've been knowing this forever. And wait till the water start rising. Like the straight ocean is gonna rise up higher than what it is now. It's going to change the coastlines and everything. Yep. And America just doomed. America is just, it won't even exist in the future. Like archaeologists won't even be able to come and find things and dig and all that because the continent itself, the landmass is going to be destroyed, ripped in half. Just, yeah. Half of it at the bottom of the ocean. Yeah. Excuse me, y'all. But all praise to the Most High God in heaven. I thank him for everything. Halal wa yah. One last thing. Do good in life. Live a good, clean life. So that when you die and you leave the body and you in the presence of the servants of God and God himself, who are merciless and they in following orders when God gives them a decree. They have no problem with taking you out. The servants of the Most High God. When you stand before them, it's going to be worse than standing in front of the mafia. Because God ain't no punk. I want y'all to know that, man. Like God ain't soft, man. He ain't your little brother that you can punk around. You know what I'm saying? He ain't your girlfriend you can talk to any kind of way. You know how people be doing, disrespecting other folks. You know, he ain't your old grandmama you can smack around on camera. You know how this generation is. They beat up on old people. All y'all ass going straight to hell. I'm not playing. When you get there, you're going to be terrified too. The Lord showed me hell before. I went there. I'll make a video about it next time. Don't let me forget, y'all. But yeah, I actually went there. It's a whole place. Just like you walk outside, it's like a whole place with a sky and everything. This damn place got a sky. It's got grounds. It got fucking landmass. It got stuff there. Structures. It's just hot as hell. Telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all, and it's like a demonic world. Just like you would imagine. It's shit real. Excuse my language. It's real. You ain't trying to end up there. I'm telling you, there is a place made of fire. And there are creatures that live there that was born in fire. Like that's their crib. Yeah. One thing about this, y'all, I try to keep it real. I tell the truth on stuff and I ain't finna lie, exaggerate, add my little stuff to. I ain't doing none of that. I'm keeping it 100 with y'all, man. Y'all deserve that much. I'm out. He opened the door before me and I stepped through.